Hello and welcome to another video. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make a bass inspired by Flight FM by Joy Orbison. The preset is from my brand new Underground Currents Serum pack, which I'll link in the description. I also have a full video on Jo if you'd like more insight into recreating his style. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's start by adding a new MIDI track with a new instance of Serum. Then we can drag over the MIDI and delete the previous bass. Let's take this down by 6 dB and color code it. I felt this sound was sine wave based, so I'll choose this analog BD sine in oscillator A and take it down by 2 octaves. So let's start with some pitch modulation. You can use the pitch bend and draw in the modulations using envelopes, which is what I'm going to do here. In Flight FM, we have a 2 semitone drop for 1 bar, and then the note just holds. So that's what I'm recreating here. I'll just add a tuner to demonstrate this a bit more clearly. So from E to D is 2 semitones, and this is identical to Serum's default pitch bend amount. Drawing the envelopes gives you finer control over pitch modulation, but I'm going to show you how to modulate the master tuning with an LFO as well. In LFO1, let's use an envelope and create this ramping up shape with the rate of a bar. Then we'll go to the matrix, assign LFO1 to the master tuning. Make sure we're on unipolar. Put the amount to -2 and take the output to 78 or 79. Let's increase the attack and release to avoid pops and clicks. And check monophonic. I'm going to use some of Serum's FM capabilities. So in oscillator B, we'll add this sinoid harmonic morph waveform. I'm going to take the level down and change the warp menu knob in oscillator A to FM from B. And then we can turn it up a little. I'll reintroduce some of the level from B. For a bit more buzziness, let's add a saw sub, and we'll take it down by 2 octaves again. And bright white noise. And for now, we're going to take both of the levels down. Now let's fade in these oscillators using LFO2. I've experimented with both trigger and offset settings, but let's use trigger here. Enable triplet and change to 1/4T. Set the rise knob to 1 bar. And drag it to the sub and noise levels. Now we can tweak these to taste. Next, let's enable the filter. Change it to low 12 and root everything. Now we can take the cutoff up and modulate it with LFO2. Again, we're tweaking this to taste. Next, change LFO3 to a ramp up shape, switch it to envelope mode, and set it to 2-bar. We're going to use this to add more movement by modulating B's wavetable position. Then we're going to apply it to both the level of the sub and the filter cutoff. Small changes can make quite a big difference with patches when there's this amount of modulation. I'm going to tweak the phase and random amounts for the oscillators for a more consistent sound. Now let's add effects, starting with hyperdimension, mostly for width, but also for a bit of detuning. I'm going to modulate the mix knob using LFO3. Next, we'll add distortion. Let's switch between the different algorithms and choose something that sounds cool. I'm selecting rectify here. I've taken the filter for the distortion a bit higher than I did for the version of this preset available in my pack. Let's try some modulations. We're getting closer. I'll add OTT style compression so the sound feels a bit more smashed. Let's add an EQ to emphasize the highs even more. So once I got to this stage, I still felt like the patch needed something more, so I decided to add another filter. I'm going to choose the Scream LP filter here, since it changes the timbre of the sound quite dramatically. Let's drag LFO2 to the cutoff, and we can add more drive. And of course, the Scream knob as well. Finally, let's add chorus. Just make sure to change the chorus filter to a high pass, since this feels more authentic to the reference sound. We'll modulate the chorus's mix with LFO3. Now let's add macros for easy tweaking, and we'll start with the distortion mix knob. The filter scream can give really dramatic results, so a macro here can create a lot of sound design possibilities. finally, we're going to put a macro on the FM sub for oscillator B. You can also tweak the ray of LFO2 for a different feel. This is the patch complete, but I want more control over the sub, and I'll do this by adding a sine wave using an instrument rack and another instance of Serum. We'll group Serum to itself and duplicate within the channel. Let's rename these and split the frequencies using EQ3s. Let's open the sub layer and turn off the sub, noise, and oscillator B. Next, we can deactivate the filter and all the inserts for an ultra clean subtone. You could leave the distortion and compressors and even the filters on if you wanted a dirtier sub. Then we can drag in a compressor. With this bass, I decided to switch it to peak for a faster acting compression, and now we can tweak it. Now let's add some overdrive to the top layer. We can also add a utility. And I'm going to mono below 300 Hertz. But if you want a stronger mono image, you can take this higher. Then we can add a sub sidechain rack, and I'll link this device in the description for free. Finally, we can apply reverb via Sende. And here I'm using this short empty club preset. And that's the video. Check out my new pack in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.